What's up?
What up?
Let's go. Number 2 pick, draft. I'm gonna select the kid from North Carolina, Drake May.
To me, I feel like the smart move is trade back, build around Sam.
You like that? You like that? Is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo that is Let's Talk Football. And it's Sunday morning, ladies and gentlemen. You see that burgundy and that gold, baby. Welcome to Washington Football Roundtable. And if I'm on this show, you know who I'm with. I got my guys, Mr. Moral Support himself, Mr. Anton Benton.
Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see him down here, light, bright, and out of sight. JD5, he did it live. My guy, Mr. Alex Stevens. What up, Alex?
Hey, what's going on? You a fool, dog? What's going on, bro?
You know what's up, man. You know where I'm at, man. You know where I'm at. It's game day, ladies and gentlemen. It is game day. I could not be more excited. And welcome to Washington Football Roundtable. We are here recapping last week, talk about next week, getting it going and showing up at the Dell. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, when one of ours celebrates, we all celebrate. So we got to shout out our guy, Mr. Anton Benton. Happy birthday to our guy. What up, big dog? Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, fellas. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah. And I heard my guy had a little tasty cake. You know I ain't right. But look, we gonna keep it moving and grooving. Ladies and gentlemen, we were here last week talking about the Tampa game. We all had pretty high expectations, and unfortunately, they did not come to fruition. Tampa is a playoff team, and Tampa got it done. They beat us 37-20, but we are going to look positively, man. So I'm going to go around the table. I see you already standing up, my guy. Anton, I'm going to come to you, man. First game of the season, what are your takeaways, man?
I'll say this, like, we are a team. We got a lot of room for improvement. That's all I got. Like, we faced an already proven playoff team. Yep. All right. It was like a high school versus college game. Like, okay.
It looked that way.
Now we was at that. It was like that was the cadence of our game. But I'm saying, like, I really feel we had a lot of room to grow, and I could see where we can be at. I could see it.
I can dig it. Yeah, I mean, and look, there, you know, if you were to hit me up last Sunday, and I know you guys did, there was a lot of negative. I was ranting and raving. I had a whole bunch of things to say, but I've watched the game 5 times over in its entirety, and in that look back, things, you know, you see positives, you see things that, you know, can be improved on and things like that. Alex, what are your thoughts after that game of obviously the quarterback, but also the entire team?
Yeah, like you said, bro. A lot of negatives and some positive. Definitely, I ain't gonna say it was a lot of positive because we really did get beat down, but I think it was. We just need to take our time. You know what I mean? Just like Anton said, man, we need to gel. Tampa, you know, they've been down this road. I mean, it looks like they got their playoff team ready to go. I was hoping that we get the terrible Baker, because you know how Baker can be hot and cold. That's the Baker I was hoping we get, but we didn't. Right. We didn't get that Baker. We got the Baker. We was putting hands on him, though. I was happy with the D line. Yes. You know, they was getting after him, but they just missed him by just a hair. You know what I mean? Just a hair. We should have sacked him at least about 5 times. But Baker, man, he's getting better. He finally found a home. You know, he struggled with Cleveland, then he went to the Rams, and now he's finally found a home. So he's comfortable over there in Tampa. I feel like if we played Tampa around week 10, it wouldn't have went like that. But, you know, respect to them. You know, we still a young team. We trying to gel. Everything is new. People need to understand everything is new. To the coaching staff, to the schemes, to the players. You know what I mean? We also got that. Not to mention, we got a new quarterback that did shine. He did shine to me. I think he did. He looked good. He looked good. He had his moments. He struggled a little bit, but again, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be a rookie, but he looked damn good.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
No, absolutely. And to that point about Baker, a little thing that we did not know before the game, Baker, the offensive coordinator that came to Tampa, was the offensive coordinator that was with the Rams when Baker was over with the Rams. So this guy knew Baker already knew offense, He knew the offense. He was already familiar with what was going on. So he
didn't even know that.
And all that stuff. So yeah, Baker, and now it doesn't take away from a lot of our missteps. So we
correct,
ourselves for sure. But that definitely, knowing that, it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, that makes you understand why he was so comfortable.
Right.
Because I honestly thought there was a lot of stuff we did good. We talked about how we missed 5 sacks, but we were in his face all day, and we got good Baker. This guy at his best was the best player in college football one year, so he can be, dominant. And we saw that he was able to do that once he got in here. Scott, what's going on, man? So look, and Scott, Rams fan, he had Baker for a little bit of time. You know what I mean? Baker has that kind of, when he's in a place where he's at home, he has that kind of comfortable feeling. Yeah. When he was at Cleveland before things went sour, he had those guys riled up. He had all the commercials. They were winning and all that stuff. You see what happened now here. With us, both your points, we have a lot of work to do. And
I mean, I'll go with Alex on that as well. Like when we talked last week, we both thought we were going to get bad Baker. It was first game of the year. We thought, he wasn't going to be that percentage. He showed up spot on. I could see that our boys were trying. Mm-hmm. And I mean, there was the efficiency of, there was hands-on Baker. Like, they just couldn't get to him. Allen had him like 2 or 3 times. Mm-hmm. Where all he had to do was just get the other hand on him, and it would have been a sack.
And Deron Payne, bro. Deron got him too. Yeah.
Who's the other end around?
Armstrong.
Colin Farrell.
Yes. Armstrong.
That's
getting there. So like they're touching him, which means if we have a slower quarterback out there, that's potential. But I'm looking at that's the notion that these guys are going to fight harder. If they see Baker in the playoffs, they know how to push harder. Mm-hmm. At that point, they know, okay, that's a goal right there. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like in a preference of like, there's a lot to learn. They could see like, all right, the first quarter Baker towards like fourth quarter Baker. This man was already confident by fourth quarter because he was making almost all his passes. Mm-hmm. And that's the difference of like another quarterback we could face down the year.
Yeah. Well, not only that, the big difference is people need to understand this is still, even though that was week 1, it's still like preseason. You know what I mean? Like finally the starters.
A lot of rust.
Yeah, it's finally the starters get to play 60 minutes because in the preseason games, Bobby Wagner didn't even play no preseason games. You know what I'm saying? So people said Frankie Louvu struggled. He probably did. It was his first game. Like everybody struggled. There was no really. Yeah, absolutely. And this was, and don't be surprised with the game that we got today. We're probably going to struggle a little bit too. It's still early. So if we play like this, like versus Tampa, if we play like this in week 5, week 6, then we're going to have some major questions. But it's early. You know what I mean? We got to gel for sure.
And, and your boy is doing it. I'll say, I really think once he starts knowing his wide receivers and their like actual like feet and speed, it's going to be a different story because you can see like who he wants to throw to, but he doesn't know the timing of his wide receiver yet. So when he does, it's gonna be dangerous.
I can see it. Yeah. I can dig it. Well, yeah. So, but like we talked about, we are that was last week. We are here to this week. Washington Commanders playing the New York Giants. The Giants got stomped last week, lost 28-6 to the Minnesota Vikings. Obviously, they are missing Mr. Saquon Barkley, who balled out for Philly. what are we expecting in this game? I mean, yeah, the Giants look bad, but Daniel Jones has a good history against us. He's only lost to us one time in his first 7 meetings. So, what are we looking for in this one?
I mean, in honest retrospect, I mean, my defense needs to step it up. Like, we need to get like a few INTs if this is going to be the train that everybody's going to be on. Like, let's do this. That's what I want from my team. Mm-hmm. At least somebody get a pick six if we know Daniel Jones is going to be out there throwing quarterback. Sorry, New York.
Yeah,
it's true. Boys need to ball out.
Yeah. I think everybody thinks that this is going to be an easy game. You know, everybody got us winning. Usually, the majority of people got us winning, but you cannot count the Giants out right now. We're struggling. We're a new team. They're struggling right now. They don't even know if Daniel Jones is really the future. But like you said, Sean, he's 5-1 versus us. So, you know what I mean? Even though this is a new team, even though that might have been Ron, or, you know, that the reason why he got that. But, hey, the way we looked last week, hey, he might even do some good things on us. You know what I'm saying? To try to boost his career back up, to make New York Giants like, oh, no, we got a quarterback. Nah. But, yeah, you're right, Anton. We cannot do that. Defense is going to have to step up. We got to get to the ball. I mean, they ain't got Saquon Barkley, so that's a plus. You know what I mean? But they do got neighbors.
Now, we might not have Quan.
Who Quan what?
Quan Martin. He might be hurt today.
Oh, I didn't know that. What happened? What happened?
Yeah. They were saying last week that or over the offseason. Matter of fact, I got a message this morning saying that. Oh, let me check it.
Or is he probably just on IR for a second?
On Twitter was saying John Kahn said curious to see if Quan Martin goes today. Game time call.
Okay.
That he was I didn't even know that he had gotten hurt, but.
Right.
Might have to check the roster before the game starts and see who
I will say this: go Commanders, yes sir, go Commanders.
Thank you,
but I will say this, Sean. Even if we lose Quan Martin, I'm loving what we got. The backups, you know, I told y'all about Owens, Tyler Owens, that rookie. I love him. I would love to see him some action, and not to mention the dude we had 2 years ago that was some promise, Forster, right? Derek Forster. So. Yeah. We got something that you know, these guys are hungry. They looking for a start. So, you know what I mean? The Quan Martin's out, man. I feel comfortable with those guys for sure. Definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, and they've been struggling. As we've seen, they don't really have much of a running game. Didn't do much on offense. Malik Neighbors had a good game. That was their first round draft pick. JD5 is an old quarterback from LSU, so I know that's going to be a good reunion for the two of them.
Yes,
but as far as is there any part? Is there anything you're looking at in particular? You know, you're looking at the run game. You're looking at the defense, secondary. Is there anything you guys focused on going into this game?
Well, what I'm more scared of, I will say this: what I'm more scared of is their DNs. You know, they got Brian Burns and they got how you say his name? Thibodeau. Yeah. Those guys, man. Brandon Coleman is gonna have I can't wait to see that matchup. Brandon Coleman versus these guys. And Wiley. Wiley's gonna have to step up this game. What we saw last game, right? And I know I praised JD5 like he played a perfect game, but he didn't. You know, he struggled. And I saw a lot of him one reading. I think this was his first game. Nerves was in there. He was a one-read quarterback. He read one guy and then he ran. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see his eyes down the field more when he runs. If he runs to the outside, to the right or the left, I would like to see him down, and throw that thing. You know what I mean? I love the runs. Don't get me wrong. I think we should run JD5 about 9-10 times a game, but not 16. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not 16. We can't do that. You know?
That is important.
Yeah. So I mean, but other than that, though, the DNs getting after Jaden Daniels, that kind of is a little nerve-wracking because we do have a rookie with Brandon Coleman and Wiley. He's a vet, but he struggles. So that one really is getting, I'm a little nervous on that one, but I'm excited, man. It's gonna be a real good game.
I will say, like, I do have passion with JD5 being our quarterback. Yeah, it's going to be a learning lesson like most college quarterbacks going from, all right, I was a running quarterback now to I need to trust my wide receivers down the field kind of quarterback. Mm-hmm. Now, this is just it's his learning point of when he can trust his arm.
Yeah.
We know the kid's got eyes. We know that, right? We've talked. I mean, how many times have we talked about we needed a tall quarterback that could see downfield, know how to move out of the pocket, know how to move up the field, not go sideways, not go backwards. This kid, once he sees he senses quickness. He doesn't sense his pocket presence. He understands the quickness of college players. Yeah. So he's trying to doubt that speed. So him stepping up, he's going to get about 10 more runs this game. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Guarantee it. If he sees that opening 2 yards in front of him, you're not going to see him stand there.
Yeah. I will say we need to give Terry McLaurin the ball more. I don't know if that was Cliff. I don't know if that was JD5, you know. I don't know if that was JD5 with the struggles a little bit, but the second, I think he had a second or first catch in late in the third quarter. Yeah, that right there. We're gonna have to step that up big time. But
that hasn't happened. I mean, each of the last. I mean, when we had the enemy, when we had Scott Turner, none of them have targeted Terry. Like, only one that targeted Terry was Heineke. Like, I don't understand why nobody's like. It seems to keep coming up that nobody's targeting him because he's our best receiver.
I just don't understand. In hindsight, it's not just JD. There's been at least the last 5, 6, 7, 8 quarterbacks going backwards. Mm-hmm. You know, to start with, if you want somebody to trust the number one receiver, and they don't trust him, I guess, or he doesn't give them confidence, or it's a missing factor that I don't understand. I don't know, but I want him, JD5, to really trust his receivers. That's what I'm saying. Like, he can trust them to go get the ball. But you've got to put the ball out there for trusting them.
Well, Anton, I will say this though. I don't know if y'all noticed this in the fourth quarter when they had his feet taped up. He had taped up because at the beginning of the game he had no tape on his feet. Well, when he did tape his feet up, and I think he probably got stepped on or something. I did see that
back on his foot.
Something happened, right? But when they taped up his foot, he was throwing a lot more, and that's why he got 180 something yards. But you could see that he was throwing it to Zach. He was throwing it to Luke McCaffrey. He was actually doing some checkdowns. It wasn't a whole lot of runs because the first, the second, and third quarter
they were playing a lot of zone too.
Right. It was one read and he was gone. But in the fourth, man, he was calm. He was poised. I do love that, man. So everybody's just like, oh man, he's a running quarterback, but then they just like, yo, he can throw that thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying about this guy. He's gonna be a dominant threat. You know, give it time. Hopefully no injuries, knock on wood. But I just think this dude, man, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch the legs, but you gotta watch that arm. You know what I mean?
Right.
Absolutely, man. Look, and then look, there's all excitement. Thanks for the score. We like this, Scott. There's definitely excitement in Washington for this game because we feel like this is the one that we should get done. But look, let's go down the list and talk about this. Players to watch out for, either our team, their team. What are some guys that you guys have your eyes on in this game?
I don't have guys. I don't have one guy. I have my wide receiver squad. They need I'm not even saying a team. I'm just saying my wide receiver squad. Everybody needs to have hands.
Yeah.
If you it's point of discuss if I see too many drop balls this game.
Hey, it's not my bad, Anton. Is Noah Brown playing?
I thought he was active.
I'll check. Yeah,
I don't think he's actually going to be with pads today.
Oh, so
we need that.
He said he's out.
He's active on the roster, but he's not active for the game. I don't think.
Yeah, Washington inactives are Emmanuel Forbes, Davis, Jamison Crowder, Chris Paul, Dominique Hampton, Derek Forrest, and Sam Hartman. Those are all the inactives for today's game.
We just talked last week. Who's going to be our kick returner?
Austin Eckler. That's who it was.
He did play. He did play kick returner.
Pringle, the wide receiver that just got
cut.
Yeah.
And now Crowder's over there on IR.
No, but Austin Eckler.
And Zacchaeus too. So they're gonna throw some guys in there. But yeah, keep going with what you're saying. Anton.
Which part?
Oh, you said wide receiver. You were talking about wide receivers.
All right. My thing about this game, Giants defense isn't the best, right? Mm-hmm. We've already seen it from the last game. Okay. If I'm the wide receiver coach right now, I'm looking at them like, yo, these guys just had this many points scored. We should almost be putting half that score, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
So, team needs to be with their hands this week. We should be catching every ball that's thrown in the air, literally. Yeah. So that's all. I'm not even looking for one player. I'm looking for everybody to be catching that ball.
Yeah.
No, I get it. And then look, I'll echo that sentiment with the O-line. I'll take the whole entire group. We know they got Burns. We know Dexter Lawrence was getting double teamed and still beating double teams in that loss. Thibodeau is a monster. At least he's I talked to Giants fans. He's not dominant every week. Last week he had a PFF grade of like 36. Like it was not good. But against us, just like Daniel Jones, he seems to be a monster. And you know what I mean? So our O-line, you guys talk about it, Wiley, and Coleman on the edges, man. Like we really have got to keep JD5 clean. It only had 2 sacks last week, but he only had 2 sacks last week.
The smoke got 2.
Yeah, man, the smoke got up here, man. Come on, bro. Come on, B. Dang, man. Yeah. I'm trying to be clean over here. You dang trying to smoke me out, man. Hey, that's what I hope we do. Smoke him out the daggone
God,
No, you gotta be crying over here. Hey, but we honestly, our own line. All right, on cue, bro.
He did it live, though.
You did it live. But look, our own line has got to keep JD5. I mean, look, we all agree JD5 is. This guy is the gem. This guy is the one that could take us from here to there.
Correct.
We got to keep him healthy, and we got to keep him upright. Keep that jersey clean. So our own line is something I'm looking out for. That everybody on that own line, whoever's in there, got to ball out, man. Alex, who's somebody to watch for you?
Hey, I do want to say, since you was talking about JD5, I do want to say there was some video, right? There was some video of what's that linebacker's name? Levante Davis, I think, from Tampa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bro, when JD5 was running, he was like, God, this dude is fast. Like when he was going, and then like he would hit like a 15-yard or something, and then Austin Eckler said something to him. I forgot what he said. He was like, homie can scoot, something like that. But he was just like, God damn. But yeah, players I'm watching out for is the linebackers, man. On defense, man. Frankie Louvu and Bobby didn't really have the best game. Bobby started kicking it, started getting his groove on. Again, we need a gel. But Frankie was not out there really. Frankie Louvu, he wasn't. I mean, we talked about this, Sean and Anton. But bro, where the dog at? You know what I mean? We want to see some dogs out that dude, man. And I'm hoping that they have a real big game. Yeah. Especially with Frankie Louvu. I mean, this guy, we got him for 3 years, so I'm hoping this dude will make some noise. Get after Daniel Jones, man. That's the thing that we need to do is get after Daniel Jones for sure. But other players I'm looking out for, Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler was looking real good in Tampa game. He did get hit real good, but he popped right back up. But we definitely need him. He was doing real good with the screens and everything, but wide receivers also, like I said, just the whole team, but really the middle linebackers need to be the force of this because it ain't gonna be the corners. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, Bobby and Frankie, man, I'm really looking for them to make some noise on that defense, man, and scare some, scare Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying? Make him feel uncomfortable. Get some turnovers. I don't think we got no turnovers in Tampa, did we?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. We need that. We need a recovery of some sort.
3 times. But they didn't recover any of those times they fumbled.
No. That's what I'm saying. We need it. We need that punch ball. We need that INT. We need something.
So, but is it going to their team? Anton, you mentioned, when we're talking about their team. Is there anybody on their team that you're like, I need to watch out for?
Honestly, yes. Daniel Jones. if he starts getting on a good streak, we out of luck. Like this man could really be on a good stream, 12 for 12 or like 12 for 14 down the road, and you're like, why is this man really throwing the ball like this?
Yeah, against us. It's always against us.
Like you think, all right, let's see, it's gonna be an easy game. Like you said earlier, we all think it's gonna be an easy game. We gonna get this win. This man can change the whole game.
Yeah. No, it's true. Hey, Alex, even on Madden, he put up 500 against your squad, man. Like, hey, I'm telling you, it's us, man. It's us. I don't know what it is, but this man is 5-1-1 against us. Everybody else in the league, he's like 1 in 100. But to us, I don't get it. I don't know what it is, man.
Sean, I was hoping you wouldn't say that, but no, I play Madden. Everybody knows Madden is suspect. The settings is all messed up. The defense, I don't care if you got a top defense, it's terrible. But yes, I told Sean and I told Anton, I was like, dog, I played the Giants, even though I won, and it was a good game. Like it felt good, but then I looked back at the stats and I was like, bro, he got 500 yards on my defense. I said, bro, these settings is terrible. The tight end got 14 receptions, 160 something yards. I was like, I don't even remember that. Like, what the hell? But I went back and changed the settings, man. So I gotta do realistic settings because it's a terrible game.
Well, we don't play that. But who you like? Who on their team, man? Who are you watching? Who are you watching out for?
I told you the DNs. Thibodeau and they got Brian Burns, right? Brian Burns is a dog. He went to Carolina, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, and he's fast. I think he runs like a 4.5, 4.4. Bro, we gotta be careful with that, man. We gotta make JD5 feel comfortable. He got a couple hit. I think he got sacked a couple of times last week, but he wasn't rattled. I mean, there was one where he got popped. I'm talking popped, and a ball fell out, and he got up and he was good. So I'm just like, thank God, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want you to be rattled too much. So, but yeah, the DNs, man, that's really the main thing. I think the O-line needs to be good in this game. They played pretty good last game. You know what I'm saying? They played pretty good last game. I thought Brandon Coleman looks like, I don't know, it's still early, but like I said, I can't wait to watch this matchup. Brandon Coleman, did you see him? I think it was on the screen, and he was running full force, man. He was fast too for a big guy. So I'm happy for Brandon Coleman. I really can't wait to watch this matchup for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited for it. As far as for them, I was gonna say Daniel Jones too, just because it's just Daniel Jones. I hate to say it, but for me, it's Malik Neighbors. You know what I mean? He's gonna see his buddy Jaden Daniels. They're gonna dap up before the game. We already know they had this little bet who's gonna get the Rookie of the Year, and with Caleb's performance last week, Caleb ain't in that conversation. You know what I mean? So I think that both Jaden Daniels and Malik Neighbors are going to play big games today. And I think Malik against our secondary, where it's like, oh, man, well, he's a rookie.
Man, knock on wood.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Our secondary is like,
don't be giving them those clues for real. Like,
they already know. Look, he on my fantasy team. They already hyping him up, man. Joker was like 13.5. Like that was his projected whatever against us. I'm like, for real? But yeah, but right now where we at, it is what it is. Like he is that dude. So I'm excited. I want to see him. That's the guy I'm kind of looking at. Like, oh man, can we shut this guy down? Can our corners do it? And hopefully, because they have him and they got to do Jalen Hyatt from Tennessee a couple years ago. He scored 5 touchdowns against Bama in a game. So like they got some guys, but not no tight end that's getting 14 receptions. No.
Daniel Jones, but that's what I'm saying. If he starts hitting Neighbors up, like Forrest and Butler and all of them, they gonna be like having a game back there.
Well, Forrest is out. So without him, without him, he's active.
Owens, man, Owens. I can't wait to see Owens. I want to see Owens so bad. Tyler Owens, the undrafted rookie.
So our defense,
let's see how these preseason superstars are.
Our CBs and safeties are going to be running all around. If Daniel Jones starts getting on fire, like I'm saying.
Hey, I got Quan Martin starting though. I got because they said it's a game decision. I got him playing.
Okay. Now, if he don't play, who you got in there?
Tyler Owens.
Owens?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I want to see him. I want to see him. Yeah, I want to see him. Yeah. If not, it's gonna be if not, it's gonna be Butler. But I think Owens has more potential than Butler.
Yeah,
Percy, you know Percy Butler.
Yeah, I know. I remember. I just hope we do something. Let's just stop somebody. That's all I want.
Yeah, for sure,
we got a good defense. I really think it's just the learning experience we all put on the field. Like, had we not, lo and behold, got rid of Landon Collins, that would have been our veteran that we kept on the team, and he would have put everybody on the bar. But we didn't.
Linebacker. Yeah, he played linebacker. Yeah, he was terrible at his career. He was terrible at safety. I don't know what happened, but linebacker.
At safety, like he was a good veteran, just teaching everybody else where to be on position.
So he wasn't bad at safety necessarily. They just brought him up in the Buffalo nickel every time. So they brought him up to the line. Yeah. So the plays that went over his head were because they wanted him to be close to the line of scrimmage and play a linebacker role.
Yeah, they
kind of effed him over with that kind of stuff. But all right, let's
do the track day. God damn it.
Okay. Hey Sean, you said Jamie Davis is not playing?
He's inactive.
Oh man.
I'm on Commanders.com. Manuel Forbes, Jamin Davis, Jamison Crowder, Chris Paul, Dominique Hampton, Derek Forrest, and Sam Hartman are the Washington inactives. That was 28 minutes ago.
Hey, what about that? What about that D tackle? Johnny Newton, the rookie we got in the second round.
He's not on this list right here. He's not on there.
What do you mean?
And I hope he plays, bro. I've heard some good things about that dude, man. I hope he plays. He's
Jerzon Newton.
Yeah.
They call him Johnny. Yeah.
I mean, he's a game breaker. He's a game disruptor at Illinois, but he's got to stay healthy. Yeah. Just like Big Phil.
Yeah.
Big Phil, Darius Mathis was a game breaker at Alabama, but he hasn't been able to stay healthy. So, I mean, if these guys can stay healthy, then yes, I absolutely 100% agree with you. They should ball out. I think we would have been good to keep that depth and get Ridgeway in here, but we got some picks for him, and like Anton said last time, it's about building up those picks and things for the future, so that when we start going after some of these guys, we got ammunition, we got stuff in the store that we can be like, hey, we got 3 or 4 picks, we'll send that to you for an Ayuk or whoever else is coming over there.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, one more take, my bad, for players to watch out for. I do want to see, since like Anton, you say about the wide receivers, I do want to see more out of the tight ends, man. I mean, I saw Zach Ertz, but add the other tight end, man. What's his name? Ben Sinnott.
Bates.
Yeah, it's like, bro, if the wide receivers are not doing very well getting separation, bro, put 2 tight ends out there. You know what I'm saying? And Ben Sinnott is a dog. You just put the ball in his hands, bro. He gonna do some damage. I want to see more out of the tight ends for sure.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, in confidence wise with JD, he needs to know that confidence that these boys are gonna get that ball. Like, Sanat is a jumper. He will get that ball if you throw it to him. I mean, I know Ertz don't probably got it as much, but he's a consistent catcher. Like, you throw it to him on the sideline, he's gonna get you that 10 yards down the sideline. Like, you know that.
It was good. It was good, bro. It was good.
I do feel, he's gonna get, once he gets the cadence of speed, like, he needs to know where his players are on the field and trust where that ball is going. Like, it's going to be a dime. Like, he could only trust Dotson, or not Dotson. What's his name? Last week, Brown. So he's trying, but he just needs to get everybody. And I swear to God, once JD5 knows everybody and gets everybody wherever his hands is at, it's going to be a dangerous day for whoever's on the other field.
Yeah. And it's also on Cliff Kingsbury to call the right plays and to bring the right guys in there, because we've seen Sanat, Ben Sinnott be legit, but it's been in preseason, it's been in training camp, it's been in stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't seen him been brought in and really had an opportunity to shine in a game. So this hopefully is one of those type of games where he could potentially get in there and potentially get some attention.
Right.
And so if he does, I'm right there with you. Look, tight end has been something that we've all thought about. I was one to say Zach Ertz was going to have a huge game, and he was another one that didn't really have many receptions at all. In fact, he was, I think, the third leading receiver behind like the running backs, but he had more receptions than the wide receivers. But even still, it was only like 5 receptions, 4 or 5, like 4 or 5 targets. Like it was nothing major. So, we definitely got to get them involved in the pass game and in the run game, man. Get them blocking and whatnot, man.
And make field goals.
Well, yeah, that's and look, let's go right into it. Look, we already know we need to talk about the keys to victory. And Alex, go ahead right ahead. I think that's a great point. One of the keys to victory, man. What do you think?
Yeah, man. Keys to victory is making Jaden Daniels feel comfortable in the pocket, man, and get these wide receivers, and like we talked about tight ends, and get this ball rolling. You know what I mean? Because there was times in Tampa it would have been a close game, but like I said, just about the field goals, man. We missed 2 good field goals that really lost the momentum for us. You know what I mean? Now we got a new kicker. I think York is gone. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, with kickers, man, you miss, man. Your job is in jeopardy. So these I don't know who this other kicker is. I think he's I do know that I think he's like 27, 28. So he's a young one again. But they said something about he's like a veteran. He's been on a few teams. So he got to make this. He got to do his thing, especially when we get down there. I mean, I would love to see touchdowns, but bro, we got to get this offense, get the moving, get the going. Don't let it just be all Jaden Daniels, because last game it was all Jaden Daniels. That's really all it was. It was all Jaden Daniels. I know he probably was doing too much. And again, like you said, Sean, was it play calling? Was it Cliff? You know what I mean? Like Cliff needs to, call the right plays so we can get down there. And if we don't get a touchdown, make the field goals, man. 3 points is big time. People don't understand that if you make a field goal, man, it definitely keeps us in the game, man. And we would have made them 2 field goals with York, we would have been in the game. We would have been in the game. But
successful runs.
Yeah, absolutely. This offense needs to get going, man. We need to gel better. And Terry needs to get the ball. Terry, this is Cliff. I don't know if this is Cliff. I don't know. You know what I mean? But again, it's the first game. It's early. It's still something like preseason, so it's going to be a little struggles. But I think we'll be fine.
Anton, what's one of your keys to victory?
I'm telling you, my wide receivers. It's like a whole hands team. As soon as that ball's in the air, they need to be catching it. I don't care how they catch it. They just need to catch it. Get them yards. Them yards after carry or after touch.
Yards after catch. Yeah.
After catch. Yeah. Like, we need those. I don't care. Like he can get those 5-yard screen plays, option plays, all these close screens. But we need those yards. Period. Yeah. So last week we were trying. We didn't have successful plays where, after the screen, linemen were actually finding the person they needed to block. It was all busted screens, busted plays. It wasn't fluid. So that's what I'm saying. We just need our wide receivers catch their balls, get their yards after the catch.
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah. For me, it's that D line. We got to get to the quarterback. Got to get to Daniel Jones. We've got to disrupt the pocket. We've got to shut down the run. Like that D-line needs to be the game disruptors this week, and they definitely need to have a huge impact on this game. Our D-line is we've always heard in the last 4 years that they're the best part of this team, and everybody on the outside looking in is like, oh, they're the best and la la la. Well, they didn't get as much pressure in those 4 years as our D-line got in this game. And even though Baker got away, that's good on Baker. He did a great job. But our D-line was in his face. Payne had him. Jonathan Allen had him. Clean Farrell got a sack. Like Jamin Davis was in there making impact plays. That's why it sucks he's not going to be in there today. But yeah, that defense for sure, that D-line especially needs to play big for me today for us to get that W. All right, Alex, what is your second key to victory?
I would definitely say, definitely DNs. Getting after Daniel Jones, especially with Neighbors. It's St. Juice gonna be guarding Neighbors. I think St. Jude's did pretty good on Mike Evans. I think he did pretty good on Mike Evans. He was definitely toe to toe with Mike Evans, but Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer. Everybody knows that. When the ball, a rebound type of catch, Mike Evans is gonna get that. You know what I mean? So I feel bad for St. Jude's on that one, but St. Jude's, I think he might be able to hold his own. I don't know on Neighbors, but he might. I hope these cornerbacks, and not to mention the rookie Mike Sanderstill. I love to see more out of him. Yeah, he was struggling a little bit too. But yeah, these cornerbacks, man, like you said, man, defense, they need to be some dogs out there, and I just really hope that we get some turnovers, man. Like you said, we was getting after Baker, but we just missed him by a tad. You know what I mean? And I don't think Daniel Jones moves so well. He is fast, but he can't move like through the line like Baker did. I ain't seen that Jones do that. So if we can just get some hands on him, I think we'll be fine.
Anton, what you think?
I mean, I'm gonna go back to Alex's point earlier. Wagner and Luvu, they need to shine. They need to shine. Whether or not, like, Daniel Jones needs to see them burgundy and yellow striped helmets floating across his face. And if he doesn't see that enough, he's gonna, feel confident he can throw the ball to Malik at any point. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. If we don't stop him in the pocket, with Luvu or just being around, just buzzing around him, be those bugs to the ball with Daniel Jones and making sure he doesn't feel confident enough to sit back there. At the point that he gets confident enough and he's like sitting there back in a chair and he can throw back to anybody he wants to, game's over.
Hey, did y'all see the Giants uniform last week? Them shits was ugly, dog.
It was trash. No, it was trash, and that's what I hope they are today. Not
gonna lie. Damn Oilers from a long time ago.
Right? They look awful. I did not like those jerseys, man, and their play matched their jerseys, in my opinion, man. And honestly, honestly, that's my next key to victory, man. I hope they bring that trash here. Like, I hope they look as trashy and as ugly as they did last week. We need that. We absolutely need that because, like you guys said, we're not at that spot where we're a really good team right now. We're still a subpar team because even that score was not indicative of how the game went. Like, we were rough. We didn't get our first real good drive until late in the third quarter. So we need help. This is a perfect time for us to play the Giants. Yeah. And even still, we need some help from them. So I'm hoping they come in with all that same mess and all that same trash that they had last week because I think that's going to be beneficial to us. And with that, we can go into our score predictions. Anton, what's your score prediction, man?
I'm sorry, New York fans. It's going to be like 34-7, but.
Oh, great, Dave.
I can dig it. Alex, what you got?
I don't know, man. I ain't going there because remember what happened last week.
I'll even it out. I'll even it up. I'm gonna say it right here. I think it's gonna be 20-17.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say.
Losing confidence in our team, y'all.
Yeah.
It's not about
I feel like he's being realistic on that one. You're right. I'm gonna go. I feel like we're gonna struggle, and they gonna struggle. I'm going 17-13.
I can see that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say because we struggling. Hey, Anton, if it's 30-something points, I will say that if we score 30-something points, that'd be amazing. But I will say this: if they get 30.
We ain't talking for like 2 weeks.
If they get 30, I'm telling you right now, just our record, you might as well pack it up. Pack it up, bro. Like that don't make no damn sense. They get 30 points on us. Come on, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel, and I'm gonna be like on your other show, just call me crazy. But I think JD gonna ball out, and he needs all his wide receivers. So you know what? He gonna get them 30 points, and that make me crazy. Yes, sir. Like this man go get a QBR of like 112 and be like set. Tell him.
Oh, Anton, you my dog. I swear we hype JD5 real good, dog. Don't we?
But the thing is, what will that do though? What if he balls out in this game? How much can we take away from him balling out against the New York Giants?
If he balls out, that means he takes that confidence into the next game, period. It doesn't mean it's like blowing him up like, oh, he'll be the best superstar or whatever. That's the media gonna do that shit. They did it on the first game. Like
the media and the fans.
They like, but that's the thing. We know our team didn't really do too good, but everybody knows JD did the best.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he does this game and he throws like he does, yeah, the media's gonna be like, yeah, he's the best thing. He's gonna be running star for rookie of the year. Of course he is. He's got all these good players that he should be throwing to.
Yeah. But see, my thing is, the Giants are coming in here. They saw last week, and the only thing they're gonna focus on is JD5. They're going, you know what I mean? Because they know that it's like, hey, he's a rookie. You know what I mean? That's their main focus right now, JD5. So everybody needs to step up. Everybody, you know what I mean? Don't let JD5 do it all. You know what I mean? I love that. I don't want to put it all on him. And Sean, I know, I don't want to be like last week and be
our next segment. Let's blow off some steam. And this is brought to you by the Crew NFC Roundtable, which is headed up by my guy, Misador, who's a Tampa Bay Bucs fan. I made a bet with him that if we lost, I was going to rep his show for the first 4 weeks of the season. So this is where we are. And I got to shout out his co-host, Eye Candy Andy, Packer backer Brian Robinson, and Mike Stout in the building. Shout out to them every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. They shouted us out this morning, so we shout them out as well. And I'm blowing off steam because I had to do that. And I had to talk to these damn Buccaneers fans who I have so many Buccaneers fans I didn't realize I had, and they let me hear it. Well, what are some of the things you guys are blowing off steam for this week?
Come on, Alex. Let it go. Let it go.
Nah, you Anton, you take it. Oh man. Go ahead, Anton. You take it off.
You can't even get it straight right now. I mean, I'm a blow off team, like I said, like it's a Kingsbury and Witt show about coaching and making sure the right plays get put out on the field. And if we see how troubling of a challenge it is for all the players, then we know it's a coach's fault. If we know it's like one person, then we know, okay, we can make a correction here and there. We can move around this player to that player. But if we like see the whole nuisance of like, what the fuck is our team doing? That's a coach's problem. So I hope to not see that. I want JD Daniels to have the greatest game he has right now because of who New York is and the points that we should be putting up on the board. So if our coaches can't make and put over 25 points on the board, sorry, this is not going to cut it for when we need to face like somebody else down the road. San Francisco.
Right.
Yeah, Sean, congratulations to the Tampa Bay fans that you have. Congratulations, y'all definitely put it on us. It was definitely a shocker to me. I didn't know it was gonna be that bad. Like I said, me and Anton, we was hoping we get the trash baker, but we didn't. But like you said, Sean, I think we got to play better this week, and it does start with play calling. Like we said last week, you got to do the right play calling, and you're right, coaches, man, they gotta be on their A game. You know what I'm saying? The coaches definitely gotta adjust, put people in the right position to be successful. And yeah, definitely these coaches. I'm blaming coaches. You want to blow off steam, Sean? I'm blaming coaches. So these coaches better get it right and get it tight and call the right play call. Because Cliff, I feel like he didn't do comfortable with I don't think he called the right play. There was one play. I don't know if you noticed that. I don't know if it was third or second or whatever. It was a run up the middle with Jaden Daniels, and like like he didn't get nowhere. Like he just ran in there and just got bullied, and he had like dirt on his on his helmet and everything. I'm like, what type of play was that, Cliff? Like, what are you doing? So I'm gonna blow off some steam on these coaches, man. They better step up and call the right play.
I'm gonna blow some steam off on Jaden Daniels and how his slide is. This Negro did a roll. You don't roll as a quarterback. Let one of them D's get his ass doing that.
Yeah.
That man's not gonna have a back.
Well, they said if he goes forward, I don't know if y'all heard that. It's better go forward than slide. I don't know.
He's like, it's more proper to do the roll instead of the slide. And no, your whole rest of your body is exposed once you're in the air.
I agree.
Yeah, hey, but that right there is coaching. They need to teach that man to do the right. So I'm blaming it on the coaching. I'm blowing on some damn steam on these damn coaches. Hey, we don't want Ron. We don't want this Ron bullshit. We got Dan Quinn, and we got a new GM. We got new everything. So Joe Witt Jr., y'all better get on y'all A game because I'm blaming coaches. I'm blaming coaches on that shit. I'm blaming.
That's the secondary too.
What about you, Sean?
No, the coaches didn't get the secondary either. They didn't get Joe Witt Jr. They were supposed to dominate in the secondary. Sad, man. Sad.
You're right.
No, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I told you, I'm blowing off steam by saying the crew roundtable is at 9 a.m. and that is for Misador, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. And wait, let me check who his co-hosts are one more time. I know it's Eye Candy Andy, Packer Backer Brian Robinson, and Mike Stout in the building. So they're 9 a.m. on Sunday mornings. They've already been live today. That is the steam I'm blowing off because I have to do that for the first 4 weeks of the season because we lost the first week of the season.
Why didn't you?
Hey, who does Tampa play? Who does Tampa play?
I think the Lions. They play Detroit.
Good luck.
I'll be able to be.
Yeah. And so
I hope Lions win.
Who does Dallas play? Dallas?
Oh, Dallas plays Saints.
Yeah, Saints.
Oh, let's go, Nicole. Nicole is a Saints fan. Let's go. Hopefully your Saints can get that W.
Yeah, hopefully them Saints get the W. Let's go Saints. Who that?
Right. Let's get them. And then Mr. Fingers, Zagniff Productions, he's a Falcons fan, so he's got our old quarterback. You like that?
Hey, you like that Kurt Magic? You like that Kurt Magic at the end? Kurt.
That Captain Kirk in the building. Shout out to Johnny saying 17-14 Washington over the Giants. Okay. And Scott saying 27-21 over the Giants. So, yeah.
I'm ready for a high-scoring game, I'm telling y'all.
I'm hoping for it. That would be
got like an itch for it. It's coming.
Okay. You gonna watch the game today, or do you gotta go to dinner or something?
Bruh. If I don't hurt you, it might be my birthday, but I don't gotta do no dinners and stuff. All
right, just making sure we watching the game and whatnot. Because if you ain't watching the game, I gotta hit you with that.
What? Really?
Just saying.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
But yeah, no. So the game starts at 1. Washington versus the Giants. We told you how we feel. Let us know how you feel, and let us know what games you are watching coming into this season. We have Let's Talk Football back on tomorrow with Janae and I, so we will definitely be talking about our games. True. And then I know the college show is tomorrow night, or not our college show, but Anthony Handy's and the SEC show. So they'll be talking about that. Georgia almost getting the dub. You see who he is, the U. And tune in, the Roundtable, Washington Football Weekly, the Lady Show, all these different shows will be back this week. So definitely tune in and get your dose of the LTF family. But look, we're heading out of here. Tune into the game in 30 minutes. from my guy, the birthday boy, Mr. Moral Support and a creator of awesome artisans, Anton Benton, and the host of Bro Crew Sports Talk, JD5's biggest fan, man, killing it in the game, Mr. Alex Stevens. You know who it is. It's your host, Sean Spencer, and we will see y'all on the other side. And as always, left hand up, baby.
Gibbs, you got a good chance. Let me tell you something about some good fans. Back in the day, RFK was our palace. If you don't know, you need to ask about us. Think we're gonna lose? Well, I can't believe you doubt us. Had the whole crowd screaming out, "We want Dallas!" Those haters can't stand us. Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Commanders. We fight for RDC. Who are we? The Commanders.
Let's go. The Washington Commanders. There it is. What's up?
What up?
Let's go. Number 2 pick. Draft. I'm going to select the kid from North Carolina, Drake May.
To me, I feel like the smart move is trade back, build around Sam.
You like that? You like that?